So the first thing that we need to go over is your mindset and your thoughts, right? So your thoughts create your reality. For whatsoever a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. This is the most important thing. If you change your actions without changing your identity, then you are just changing the symptom of who you are rather than changing who you are. That generates a different symptom. So your actions are a manifestation of your identity and who you believe that you are. And then your reality is a manifestation of the actions that you take consistently on a day-to-day basis, right? So there's no point me telling you, right, do 50 outreaches a day, post this content, use this script, collect this payment like this, perform this service, because you aren't going to get past the first hurdle, because you're going to be implementing the actions, but once you encounter the hurdle of low engagement, of getting your ad account shut down, of having someone comment a nasty comment to you on your content, of not understanding how to onboard a client. These are very valid roadblocks that you're going to consistently meet. You're going to encounter every single kind of resistance and roadblock. You're not going to want to do the work. You're not going to want to do the outreach. You're not going to want to do the actions. And then it's going to challenge your identity and who you are. And then you're going to ask yourself subconsciously, is this even who I am? Am I a content creator? Am I someone that deals with difficult clients? Am I someone that takes hateful comments? And then the answer to, and it's not, you aren't answering that. Your conscious mind isn't answering those questions. Your subconscious mind is answering those questions. And then whatever your subconscious mind answers is going to reflect and manifest your actions. So you're going to stop doing the outreach. You're going to take it less seriously. You're going to cut corners in how you deliver your service. You're going to, you don't, it's, your heart's not really in it. You're not really going to put in the time. You're not going to put in the effort, right? Then when you reflect and manifest the reality of not getting clients and not getting paid and just being stuck in the job, you're going to now have a problem, right? And then this is where I come in with this training. So we need to go down to the identity level, and we need to identify who it is that you are right now, who it is that you want to become, what is the difference between those two people, and how can we close the gap between those two people first before we even take any action. Because once we close the gap between those two people, taking action, you're gonna understand. You won't even need me to tell you what action to take, because you're already gonna know it. Do you believe that earning 30,000 Great British Pounds per month with your own online business is possible? Yes or no? Right? Do you believe that you deserve to be paid 2,000 Great British Pounds monthly for your service? Do you believe that a business owner that doesn't know who you are would be willing and comfortable to pay you £2,000 on the first call with them? Right? Now, if the answer to all three of those questions or any of those questions was a no, then we've got some work to do. If you answered yes to all those questions, amazing. Your subconscious mind is comprised of your identity in the form of how you view the world. So how you viewed those questions as I asked them was through your paradigm, which was your lens of reality. And based off of your past experiences, the reason why you may have answered no to one or all of those questions is because you've worked your entire life believing that £70,000 a year is a great salary. You've worked your entire life believing that in order to make money, you need to get a 1% job that is so difficult to get, and you need to go through all these stages of interviews, and you need to have this degree, and you need to have that degree, and you need to have this degree, you need to have that training, you need to have this experience, you need to get that promotion, you need to know that person, you need to know this person. If this is your paradigm, and this is how we're all conditioned to grow up. This is how the matrix works. This is how we are all conditioned to grow up. We are all conditioned to believe that this is the way that it is. Because if everyone was an entrepreneur and everyone was making money online, then no one would work at McDonald's. No one would be a cleaner. No one would work in the bank. No one would work in the train station. We need these jobs. We need people to believe that nothing else is possible for them, that they have no other choice but to work in Tesco so that Tesco has employees, right? Mind over matter. So if you answered no to any of those questions, then simply just ask yourself, okay, so what do I believe to be true about business and making money? What have I, what, how I've been grown up, how I went to school, how I've been educated by my parents and the environment around me and the people around me, how does it conflict with those three comments, those three questions that Jamie just asked me? And then you're going to start getting answers. All right, you're going to start visualizing, okay, so when I was in school, I wanted to do this, but I was told that it's unrealistic. When I was, this isn't even plugged in, I forgot again. When I was trying to work, and it was so difficult, it was so many hours, and I only got paid £1,000. And I got programmed in my brain that in order to make more than £1,000 a month, you need to work more than 40 hours a week. And understand and just outline who you are and what you believe to be true right now. And you write this down. You want to really journal this down. You want to really, like, have a notebook at hand and then write down the responses to these questions and who you believe that you are and where you are currently right now, and be brutally honest with yourself. And then whoever you are right now and whatever you believe to be true right now about business and making money, that is the reason why you have the reality that you have, and you take the actions that you take. Now, if we want to change this, if we want to change these beliefs, like, I fundamentally understand in my core being, if someone wants to work directly one on one with me, they can only pay me a minimum of 1,500 United States dollars a month for full access to me, and I will create for them a paid advertising system valued at over $10,000, and this is going to generate results for them valued at over $10,000, that they can get from another person. But the way that I communicate is very, very tailored to my audience, who are Black entrepreneurs that are too busy and they need someone that they can trust to do it for them. I understand fundamentally that working a job is beneath me, that you can't pay me an hourly rate, any hourly rate, for me to sacrifice that. I understand this fundamentally in my core being, right? And I manifest the reality that stems from the actions that I take, because that is my core being. Right? I'm making these videos, I'm communicating in this way, I'm taking the time to set up my camera and edit these videos and make these videos, because these are the actions that my subconscious mind is manifesting, creating the reality. You get the idea. So vision boards, right? So vision boards help significantly in understanding what it is that you want, and then with affirmations, you manually tell yourself, I am the type of person that gets this thing on my vision board easily. I am the type of person that only accepts this standard in my life. I am the type of person that desires to own yachts. Therefore, I take the actions that generate me enough money to have yachts. And then you repeat these every day, right? So repeating them every day, you may think it's boring, you may think it's pointless, but when I was younger and I was first starting out with this business model, and I'm listening to these podcasts, I'm listening to these meditations, I'm watching these videos all the time about social media marketing and advertising, I'm literally learning and telling myself, wow, I'm learning so much. Affirmation. I'm learning a lot more than the average person. Affirmation. When someone asks me about paid advertising and I go on a freestyle regurgitation of the information that is ingrained in my brain, and they go, wow, that was so beneficial, that was valuable, thank you for that, Jamie, that's an affirmation. When they apply it and they get results and they tell me, Jamie, I applied what you said, and I'm 18 and people, adults, are applying the strategies that I'm giving them in the free consultations. I gave free consultations to everyone. And people were giving me feedback saying, yeah, this is working. Thank you. I was able to get this result. I was able to get that result. This is reprogramming my subconscious mind at a young age, right? So now it's like, okay, now after all that time, when I get to 20 years old, it's like, okay, well, I have a solid understanding of paid advertising. I should be paid this. Okay, so I'm going to go out and I'm going to make content. I know that I should be paid this. So when I'm making this content is actually valued at this much. So even if it gets 5 views, I know that the views doesn't reflect on the value that I am or my content has because of my identity, right? So I really hope this makes sense. This is obviously a nuanced topic, but your thoughts create your reality and your beliefs shape who you are, right? Change your beliefs, you will change your actions. Change your actions, you will change your results. Change your results, you're going to change your reality, right? So so fundamentally meditate on who you want to become, and understand that the only reason why you aren't that person right now is because of who you believe that you are, right? Understand who you believe that you are. Understand your upbringing. Think about when you were in school. Think about whenever you tried to get to your goal, but you were put down by society, by the crabs in the barrel, by other people around you, by negative people. They aren't who you want to be. And replace these voices with affirmations, meditations, content, courses, communities, trainings. This is very deep and very important, and this needs to be the foundational bedrock of this program and of you getting the results that you desire to get. Surround yourself with people, with books, with content, with training, with information that reminds you of the points on your vision board and who you're trying to be and the results that you're trying to get. Even if you are far, far, far away from that version, understand that that version of you exists. Quantum physics states that you have, when you aren't observing something, reality exists in a cloud of infinite possibility, where because you aren't observing the reality of you driving a Lamborghini, it exists in a mathematical probability that is above zero. And because you aren't observing the reality of you being homeless, the mathematical probability is above zero, because it is possible to be homeless and it is possible for me to drive a Lamborghini. They both exist in parallel universes. Beliefs is what increases the mathematical probability. So I believe that by making these videos, I'm bringing that Lamborghini Urus that's red with black interiors, I'm bringing it closer. I'm bringing it closer. So that mathematical probability is increasing. And the mathematical probability of me being homeless is decreasing, right? It's still above zero, but it exists. So what I'm trying to tell you is that all of these mathematical probabilities exist. All you need to do is believe that it's above 0% chance that you're going to be a billionaire, right? Once you've got that belief, right, now you know that that reality exists, and that version of you, that billionaire version of you, is living, breathing, walking in a parallel universe right now, right? So all you need to do is have a conversation with that version of you, right? This is very powerful stuff. If you visualize that you have a TARDIS, you have a machine that allows you to travel through the fabric of space and time, like Doctor Strange, you can open up the portal and you can go into that possible reality, right? You can quantum jump to that version of you that has the cars, that has the power, the success, the career, the business, the nomad lifestyle, that has the transformation that you're trying to get to, that I'm guiding you to get to, that has all of those things. And you ask that version of you, you interview them. How do you think? When you wake up in the morning, what do you do? What habits do you have? How do you see yourself when you look in the mirror, you know? And then you be deep with yourself, you know, okay, so the childhood trauma that I have right now, do you still have it? Have you dealt with that? How did you deal with it? You know, like, how do you have relationships? You know, really meditate on this and think about this and visualize speaking to the other reality version of you that has everything that you want, and then just give yourself the advice. What are you telling to yourself? You know, that like will really, really, really help you. But yeah, had a lot of fun recording this video. If you need any help, then make sure that you schedule that clarity session with me with the link below. But yeah, I really hope that makes sense. I really hope that this was valuable. Make sure you schedule your clarity session with me, and I'll see you in the next video.